Alina is going to play Beethoven Sonata in F major, Opus 10 number 2. Please welcome.
Sabina has given us a lovely, beautifully crafted performance as she did in the actual competition. And one of the reasons I thought it would be nice to work with Sabina on this piece particularly is to explore some possibilities in this piece, because I think in basic concepts, silences in this piece are as important almost as the music. Beethoven is doing so much with what I would call energy and wit. Is that how you see it yourself? I notice you're playing from an interesting historical edition. Frederick Lamond, famous pianist. Now, I'm not quite sure if the articulations are perhaps all that Beethoven might have seen. Have you looked at an Urtext edition as well?
Yeah.
Because sometimes there are significant differences in phrasings and articulations. But right at the beginning, should we just try that, the very opening phrases? Oh, just a minute. Let's wind this up. Right, even there, I feel you could have, what do you think characteristic of this sonata is, this movement?
I think it's like fun and playful.
Yes. I think you can have more fun and more playfulness with it, Sabina, really. And I think a little bit more energy, if you don't mind me saying. It's only my, but I mean, I feel that even the opening chords, you know, perhaps that's a wee bit too short, but we need a bit more top finger. Can we just hear a little bit more energy into the chord? But they're not together, are they? Let's get the, what about the exact weighting? Just as slowly for me. That's a bit warmer. Okay. So which is going to be the point that you're moving towards? Basically, Beethoven's writing this. That's all it is, isn't it? So what we've got to do is provide the energy and the gesture into that. Now, Beethoven has also written this for us, the little answer. How do you want to end that? What do you think? Yeah. Just a little bit more wit. A bit more ease. Do you like that or not? It's only an idea, but let's just try it. But I find your opening chords not quite dense enough. Just in sound between the hands. And more voicing to the fifth, for the top. Okay, but then he's written the tie and the separated note on the end. I would give it a little bit more freedom of gesture and listen to that space. Dum bum, there you're up. Really exact. 2, 3. Okay, and that energy itself I think propel, when you've got the tie, we've got to always make sure that the note and the weight is making the dissonance across the chord that's coming on the beat, and that you're thinking right through that phrase. I hear it died a little bit on your G, my ear. Do you want to just try that? And where the chord underneath, I think that's the height of Beethoven's crescendo, is where we need to hear. That helps you do that positioning of the phrase. Do you want to just try that again? Let's go from the beginning, though. I'm still not convinced about bum, bum, there you're up. 2, 3. That's it. Off. That's it. I mean, to me, that had more substance in the left hand. Did you hear that? We actually hear the harmonic intent in that bar. Let's try it once more. And even that rhythm, dum da da, really make it a brilliant dot. Dum dum da da da, then sing. Off. Trill is nice. Make sure we're still getting the slur, the little sigh. And then the energy. So it's staying alert all the way through. I just think you can enhance those little dots just to make it really energized in a Beethovenian way. Do you like the idea of that? It just tiny touches that give it more color and more excitement and entice the ear. Make it as if you're inventing this for the first time you've ever heard the piece. You know, the blueprint is there, but you now create it for us as if it's becoming the first time out of your hand. Should we do it from the beginning to there once more? I still would like a little bit more dum into the beat. Dum tam, a bit more. To me, this is the second. But the density into the sound, it needs to be a bit more brilliant. Do you want to try it? It's a bit light, you know. It's just the voicing of the chord. A bit more weight. I know it's soft, but we'll just try and get that. And one small point, listen to that harmony, because that gives us the color. Can we do a little bit more? Right. Just one thing, Sabina, just when you're working on that again, just make sure we're getting the sigh. To keep the rhythm going. Go on. Even more, the input's under. Even more so, I think. Once more. Very nice. I would, though, not change the tempo too much through there. I'd let it just go through. Remember when Beethoven writes slurs? I remember Malcolm Bilson, who's very into all those period practices, saying that he felt the Beethovenian slurs always meant there was no strong bar line anymore, that just went straight through. And I think that's an interesting idea. I think it's a very good idea. I would move it through, though. Lived. So we're propelling it, the left hand as well. So it's totally propelled energetically. Otherwise, I feel that we're letting the piece lose some of the momentum that we're starting. And it's early on, we need to hear that thing. Should we just go from the legatissimo? Phrase again. That's very nice. I would suggest one or two small details, just also the placement of the across the beat C sharp, so that we have that good tie going across, the expressivity of near dissonance. Here, the Alberti you can perhaps make even a little bit more brilliant. Something like that, so it's very, very clean and very energetic. I think it helps help us the right hand. So keep it very energized right through. And repetitions of phrases, like long notes, they're never just a note. It has to always develop away or somewhere, this way or that way. But I think he's developing obviously to the cadence point there. But I would keep the energy really strong. Can we play once more from... Is it possible to go from there? intensity each time you come. So it becomes, the ear doesn't hear that 3 times the same. It hears a new development right through it. Should we go once more? Same again. Good, Jane. I think you can show us a little bit more here in the harmonies. That changes the harmonic colour. So it's a lovely moment in the Beethoven. Just hearing that. It's a little thing, but it makes the ear of the listener hearing that's the new path he's taking. Just same place. Now more dump, bass. Beethoven's actually written this. That's right. It's a little spaghetti in the middle, isn't it? So it goes, it has fun. You can have more fun. Once more. Well, go from the same place again. I can think this is completely fortissimo, a bit more. Yeah, enjoy that. Feel it's got a line over it. Really make us enjoy that wonderful sound. Once more. Now, brilliant left hand. That's it. Wait a minute. In the phrase, he's written that as slurred. Then, that's right. So we need to hit a nice little slur. So, bit more. I mean, I like that really, that highly energized, it's great. But I would make sure the left hand a little bit more Beethovenian. Don't rush the third and fourth so much. I love the brilliance. Well, that's sure, but left hand, keep it firm. Strong, really strong. Once more, let's go back to. Can you play it? Now, is that a little bit voicing, a little bit thumb-like? And then surprise us. Keep it up. Dum, rum. It's all in fortissimo. And then, and now, energy. No, we need to hear that. We won't hear that in the hall. D and a little bit more point. Have fun. Make us dance. Now, surprise. And crescendo now. Otherwise, I thought very nice here. Take it over, end the phrase. More grand. Make your cadence. And then all that nice energy we were giving it. To me, that's got more energy and more character. Do you think?
Yeah.
It's only my ideas. But do you want to go back to... Now surprise, and. Cadence, that's right. Because what what you're now giving it is the structure, making it very clear for us. Home into the dominant key. Okay, let's go once more, same again. On the dissonance. Real point on that F sharp. Yeah, well, let's hear the sound, evenness of sound. Some beautifully crafted balance of the notes. Give time for that to speak off. So you're really allowing us to go into this new world. He's taking it to D minor. D jump on. Okay, nice, but I think we can make us listen to these Mysterioso or something, I think. And this was lovely. Same as that other phrase. There's a little hairpin in it. Good, nice. That's really nice. I think here, give yourself time. So we hear just a little bit more space. So we can shape what Beethoven wrote with the dynamics there. Do you want to go once more? That could be even more dramatic, a bit more into the key. That's right. Okay, now he's written a forte piano. So he wants it. Doesn't have to be quite as much, but we need something to bounce off that new section. Jump, jump, he's starting something new. Same place again. Bass. That's nice. I would just say one thing, Sabina, just in the left hand. I would make sure they're still very strong rhythmically. They're a little bit moving, a little bit, tiny bit. I like what you do with it a lot, but I think it's nice if we hear that quite clearly there. Jump, 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 bass. Okay, good. He has written a crescendo at the end. You need to make, and then time. Let's go back a little bit. Can you go? Where's a good spot? Can you pick it up from somewhere just in there? I was just meaning here. It's quite important, the crescendo into the piano there. Even with more time to effect that crescendo. Right through to the end. And then time to place the piano, I think. Good. Can we hear that? I'm not sure if we can hear that in the hall though. Tongue. Give us time to hear it. Spatialness to think about. Just a little bit more space into the sound to place it. Go back a little bit earlier. Go back to where it starts. C sharp. That's right. So there's crescendo there. Crescendo. Nice. There we need to hear what Beethoven does between the E flat and the E. You need to colour that a little bit more. Don't play just over it there. That's Good, nice. I would just, one tiny thing, suggest just a little bit more time to colour the left hand. Can we hear that? That's the interest in that section there. Should we go back? Give yourself time for that left hand. It's what the ear needs to hear, I think. B flat minor, or go back to... Nice. Now that's right now. Now listen to your left. I've got too many notes, so it's epic here. Da 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 da. It's a real surprise, isn't it? That's the magic moment of that bit. So you keep moving like you just a bit lighter thumb, I think, on those. Can we go back? Is it possible to go from the B flat minor? These nice phrases at the end, you can colour those more. Da 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 da. Bass, progression, soft. Yeah, nice. Except I do think the little triplets a little bit sluggish in my ear, but that's just me. If you want to make it lyrical, do. But I think it can be also a little bit more charm factor. Should we try that? Dum bum. That's not too charming. It's your hand position. That's it. That's right. Once more. Is that charming? Well, it is really, but it could be more. Let's try. Just lighten it. Better. Okay, I mean, if you had to orchestrate it, how would you orchestrate it? A little flute or something, perhaps, wouldn't it be? That's not charming at all, that's lumpy. So, yes, just lighten the third. Don't just do it. That's just it. Just a gesture. But clean. Yes, G sharp's a little bit sluggish. Sorry, D. That's it. Now let's get our rhythm. Dum bum. Absolutely exact. Dum dum. Dum bum. That's right, good. I still think you can have more fun with this dotted rhythm. Oh, where are we? Oh, sorry, yeah. Here, dee-dum, bit sharper, da-rum-da-dum. Let it propel itself up. And here, I still think that tie over the beat needs a little bit more colour, if possible. Let's go back to. That's not charming. There you go. Yeah. Good. Because I think you have to have your ears on stalks like this when you play that. And the audience should be thinking, ooh. That makes it interesting. We know what Beatty's going to do. We know it's going to trip it. Let's try it once more, as if you're inventing it for us. Shh, it's too loud, isn't it? Shh. Make us listen, make us listen. Do it once more, really long. So. 2, 3. No, it's still just charm. Now energy. Dum dum Hold on. Can we have a nice clean trill? Can you hear the notes in your head? That's right. What finger are you using to start? Not quite sure if it's a good idea with the thumb on the F sharp and even that's something you could. Once more from there. What you've got to work with there, Sabina, is still after your trill, after the turn, sorry, to make sure that we're still getting that. If it was without the ornament, but it still has that feeling. But you can work on that. We won't do that now. Let's go to the next bit. Okay, now this is something different, isn't it? Now we're going to an interesting minor touch, and he's saying, "Oh, turning a corner." So that's going to be different feel, different feel to the colour. Good. Now, nice. I want us to do this bit. So that it's not just a succession of repeated little triplets, but it's something else, something developing. And what would you like to show me in that? What do you want us to hear? Do you think?
I think it's a bit improvised.
Yes, improvisatory. It needs something dynamic, so doesn't it? But it can be done in various ways. But should we go back to the minor? That's right, so it grows and it comes away again. Just do something with it so it doesn't sit there in a static way. Go on. Now move through. That's lovely. It's very nice. What I would do though is make a little bit more density. It's a lovely moment there for us. Now go slow though. Left hand. Left hand. A bit short, I think. Not too short, the staccato. Surprise and energy. Dum, dum. Cadence. Remember back to, I still think you can have more fun if you want to. It's only a choice thing, but I think it gives great energy and brilliance into that moment. Should we go back to... Listen to the left. Can we have more? Jane, here. Just a little bit more colour. Surprise and Natasha's giving us a signal. One thing to say goodbye to everybody. I just want you to play us the opening jump, jump, da 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 da. Is that charming? Charm us and then you can go. No, it's too lumpy, too heavy. Dum, dum, dum. Shh. Wait, I want... It's just something between those. It's soft, remember? You have to entice us into that world. Come on, you can do that. 2, 3. There you go. That's all we need? Well, that's a few thoughts.